Well, how's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Matt.
Welcome to a reaction review, spoiler-free for the first few minutes.
Yes, we will be diving into spoilers right after, but don't be scared.
Stay. Don't back away.
Put some more. Don't be afraid. Put some more.
What are we talking about, though?
It's a
Castlevania.
TikTok trend.
Okay, well, thank you, Caleb. Castlevania, Season 3 on Netflix.
Put some more. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Matt just finished it today. Caleb, I think, finished it in like one day.
Yeah, like 2 days after it came out.
Yeah, and
This guy.
You were supposed to finish it like a week ago.
Well, you know what? I got busy. I fucking hate this dude.
You
Honestly,
walk into it every time.
yeah, I heard Caleb say it last night, but I just ignored it. Anyways, yeah,
I was kinda hoping you
Castlevania
would.
Season 3. Let's dive into it. Spoiler free. What do we think?
It actually felt like a full-length season.
I know they kind of just keep upgrading. If it goes from 4 to 8, I wish this would have went to 12. You know, just could like add
I think
4
10
episodes.
I think
but-
10 was good.
No, it was good. I'm just saying, like, if you're just gonna add 4 episodes, like, but yeah, 10 episodes. Like, I think it was good as well.
Watch next season be like 6. They're just
please no.
all
I
over
think
the
Jeremy said that it could probably go to 5 seasons. How he sees it looking, but
I could see more than that.
I have no idea what they're doing here. Anyways, where did our characters leave off? Let's see.
In the show, like after season 2.
Yeah, after season 2, where did everybody leave off?
Well, they're just chilling. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're-
all right, you stayed. Sorry, you started. I'll
No,
let
go
you do it. We got the castle. We got the Belmont. Alucard doesn't want to leave, so he's gonna be the one that takes care of both.
Belnates and Belmont.
And then the couple leaves.
The couple
to go on
leaves.
adventures.
Hector is captured, and Isaac's on like a revenge tale. That's pretty much it.
And Dracula is dead.
Even though he's looking sexy in his Funko form right there.
Camilla beats the shit out of Hector.
Hell yeah. So I kind of like there was like 4 stories going on.
Yes.
What was your favorite?
Belnates and
Yeah.
Belmont.
In Belmont. Why not Belmont?
Especially
and
just because we got
Belmont?
the introduction of like a new town,
Yeah.
2 new characters, the judge and
You got it. You got it. Sound
Saint
it up.
Germain.
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain. Honestly, as a side character, I really, really like the judge because at first I was like, oh no, he's gonna be a bad guy, and then like the first like 5 minutes with him, you're just like, oh okay, you're actually a decent human being. Like you actually care about.
Yeah,
These
he
people.
kind of seemed like the monks from like season 2.
Yeah, he
where they come up
also
and-
He
just
also
wears,
just
like,
looked terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, he
all
just
black,
he evil.
bald head.
Can't see his arms. Just walks up.
Yeah,
He always just looked bigger than everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
do you notice that, like, in the animation, like, he just looked more menacing?
You
but-
got to be taller than everybody.
Yeah.
So you can see everything.
Yeah,
and
I
judge
really like
everything.
the judge and Saint Germain. Just both of them were just really great additions.
His character, it took a while to be like,
is toilet
yeah. It's gonna take a second.
Saint Germain was just awesome because he just
Yeah, I
was
didn't know
such
what
a
I
mystery.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't know what to think of him at first because like he was so a mystery. I was like, am I gonna like you? Am I not? You're gonna be good. You can be bad because like I want to like you, but I don't want you to be bad. So,
Did you really have to argue for 5 minutes why the apples cost 2 coins today when there were 1 yesterday? Just buy the apples. Oh, we don't take that coin here. Just use the right coin, bro.
I will say, I think the animation definitely was an upgrade, and they like
yeah, during
mixed
the fight scenes.
the fight scenes, but also they mixed like 2D with 3D
Yeah,
for some like buildings
that's
and
also
just
something
bigger
I
pictures.
wanted to talk about was like the animation style in general for the show is so beautiful because it's literally like animated characters on the background of a like watercolor painting,
Right?
Mhm.
and that's just
Like there's transitions where we go into the clouds and you see how pretty like the painting is.
yeah, and like the background is just still, and then like just the characters are the only
And it's not
moving
distracting.
things. No,
No.
It makes them pop out even more, and it's so great.
It's not
Also,
like Go
one
ahead.
thing I really noticed, like I really paid attention to, was the eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes were, I don't know if I just didn't pay attention in like seasons 1 or 2, but in this season, like the eyes really stood out to me, especially with fucking Prior Sala.
Yeah, I think like a few of them they did on purpose to be like they're gonna not like
Like you
this
looked
one.
in his eyes and you were just like, you're fucking batshit
Yeah.
crazy. And then like with Trevor, you're just like, holy fuck, you're at the end, you're like, you're a changed man, like you're like, no holds barred, you're fucking bent on just wrecking shit.
Scarborough.
For me, I really like Hector's story
Mm.
because I just liked seeing how stiff he was and then him slowly become more vulnerable. And we will get into spoilers later, but I liked his character a lot, and I like to see what he's going to be doing in later seasons.
Yeah, it's very interesting what they're going to do with his arc.
And then just the music in general, especially towards the end when some certain person walks under the church, it gets fucking hype, dude.
Anytime the organ kicks in.
Yeah. This is a show I would not show my grandma unless I wanted her to like freak out. So
I mean, they're fighting demons. It's a good Christian show.
A great Christian show when you walk into a church and Jesus is upside down.
No, the first episode is perfect. When blood is raining from the sky.
Oh yeah, that is pretty good. But I feel like we all just kind of want to talk spoilers.
Yes.
So watch
Soundtrack,
it.
amazing.
Obviously.
Looks beautiful.
The voice acting is also just another thing that I feel like this. I don't know if you can call it an anime. I'm gonna call it a fucking anime. That this anime has over like pretty much everything else because they like just I don't know what they did, but like the way that they enunciated all of their words was just so refreshing, and it hit different. That's like the best way I can put it. It's just like you're listening to it and you're like, yeah.
Are you talking about like the accents and like the way they
the
talk?
accents, but just like the way that they just really enunciated every word that they said.
Yeah.
They really put a lot of effort into the fact that they're just like, we're voice actors, so we're gonna like do what we're being paid to, and that's voice act.
I do agree with that.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like everybody that is a part of this show wants to be a part of it. Like I feel like it's definitely a passion project.
Yeah.
I was going to mention, I like that aspect of the voice acting, but there's something that's a little off. I don't know if it's the direction or the mixing. The performances are great, but there's certain scenes, like with the two characters we're introduced to, Sumi and Taka. A scene later on in the show, the way that they're talking doesn't really sound right.
Their
in the last episode
were kind of weird.
Well, I like the accents. It's just like
I understand what they were going for with the accents, but like it didn't match their characters.
It sounded a little more like ADR-ish at the end. Like it didn't mix well in that environment. You know what I'm talking about?
I can see that. And maybe, I don't know. Like maybe if the direction, maybe he was like just
and like the tone might have been different than what it should have been.
Yeah, and I don't.
That's really like the only flaw I have with the show. Really,
find out like how like the process of just like making an animation. Like, do you fully animate it and then get the voice acting, or do you like do a very rough animation so then the voice actors can like see what's happening and then they can like bounce off that? Like I don't know, I should look into just like the process of like animation and voice recording, because
I feel like that's how they would do it, because like
I feel like the animation is done because the lip syncing you can fix afterwards, because you do notice characters will move their head and talk, but they won't be moving their head and talking most of the time. So when the head's there, you can just move the mouth, moves again, move the mouth, and re-sync it. That's why animated, like 3D animated stuff looks weird when it's dubbed differently, like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Where you can obviously tell is meant for a different language.
Yeah, that was really jarring when I noticed
Or why
that.
anime looks totally fine with the dub.
Well, anyways, spoilers?
Do we want to go ahead and give our grades, just in case people want to...
I guess, yeah.
First.
Yeah, go.
Give it an A.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A-.
Alright.
I go about a B plus. I think the show is going in an interesting direction, but I just miss my boy Dracula.
That's why I give it a B.
I don't know. I just feel like I like the story more in the second season. Like, this was a nice story, and it definitely has a really good like climax, like last like 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really care for how do you say it?
Alucard.
Yeah, Alucard. I didn't really care for his story. I didn't care for the brother and sister. I did like their backstory, like the Chinese vampire, but
I feel like I won't say anything else, but I feel like that whole thing was just to build.
Oh, it
his
definitely
character. Yeah, it was
was.
mostly for
But it
him.
was just like a very long story arc for him. Like he really didn't get to do much besides just hang around them and like develop his character more. But
I mean, I really enjoyed it because he's not really doing much, so it's not like they can go on a grand adventure when he's not overrated, a overpaid housemaid. Really,
Honestly,
just-
yeah.
he's just taking care of the house. My only problems are the voice acting here and there. Really, everything else is great for me. You got anything else?
I know at the end of season 2 when Dracula died, we were just like, how the fuck are they gonna make a third
Mhm.
season? But now that we have a third season, it's like, when can we get the next one? I mean,
Can
When
you
did
guys just
season
make
2
this
come
every
out?
month?
when did season 2 come out? 2
No.
years ago?
2-3 years ago?
no, 2 years ago.
Ugh.
I don't know.
I hope it doesn't take as long. I mean, it makes
Right.
sense to take like maybe every 2 years to get one, but
I mean, hopefully, there's great viewership for it. It was in the top 10 the first few days
still
it was
don't
out.
understand what that means, but yes.
Oh, like the new Netflix rating
Yeah.
system.
I don't get it.
It came out 3 years ago.
Damn.
2?
When did season 1 come out?
Jesus.
2017.
Wait, what? So 2017. Wait, they came out the same year?
No, 2018. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't
it's
know.
out
why
2
it's-
years.
It started in 2017.
Yeah, so 2000. So season 1. Okay, so
Yeah, it says 2017 horror 2 seasons, so I just kind of
Mhm.
assumed.
yeah. Okay, so if anything, we'll get it in.
Maybe it'll be on like a consistent timeline now.
Yeah.
They
Hopefully.
can stick with the 10 episode season
Mhm.
length. That'd be perfect. But yeah,
Anyways, spoilers.
non-spoilers are over. Spoilers are commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tony Stark dies.
Titties, bro.
Titties
Ass
And
and titties.
ass.
and titties.
There is
and a little
um,
bit of penis. There's
A
little bit of
lot of people did rule. Is it 34?
penis. There you go.
Yeah. With episode 9, trust me. I haven't done my research, but I'm pretty sure it's out there. You can just look for it. Just type in Castlevania Rule 34. You'll probably see some
I'm
shit.
sure people fucking did Rule 34 as soon as season 1, episode 1.
But
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying like,
Ever since they saw Cypher, they're like, it's happening.
but for like the new characters that we were introduced to this season.
Oh, there's definitely some Rule 34 of Morgana and Striga.
Honestly,
and Camilla.
Striga can get it.
Striga can get it.
There's something about that power and that fucking accent. Woo!
But like,
Accent's pretty cool. And she doesn't have the fucking nails. I don't want to get scratched.
Yeah.
slightly, just a nice little back scratch.
No, Camilla's are just like,
Yeah,
in your-
fucking.
like she's like the dude from the bad guy from Osmosis Jones. She just touches something and you,
Just start bleeding.
yeah,
Great as Osmosis Jones.
fucking amazing. You need to watch Cells at Work. It's Osmosis Jones, but anime.
Oh, the show?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Netflix. You watching it?
No, there was like an old show as like on Cartoon Network.
Oh, that was Osmosis Jones show.
Right, I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, there's an anime that's like Osmosis Jones now.
But it's not Osmosis Jones.
No.
It's almost as good as Osmosis Jones.
But is it Osmosis
No.
Jones? Then I don't care.
oh my
We're here to talk about Castlevania Season 3, all spoilers.
Um.
And what vampire or vampiress can get it? Or Japanese warriors? Or they were warriors, right?
Yes.
Kind of. I wouldn't really call them warriors because they were just... No, I mean, I guess you could.
I mean,
'Cause,
the dude was an archer,
had,
and she
yeah, I mean, they had skills.
I feel like
had to pay the bill somehow.
there's not much to spoil till like the final few episodes where like
Yeah.
shit. It's like a very just intense, slow burn building up to everybody's climactic journey that's coming to the end of the season.
Right.
And like I will say, out of all of it, obviously like Isaac's is probably like the most intense. What he's doing.
I think Saint Germain's is...
Scale wise.
Okay, yeah, I guess that one's pretty. But like, just like what the fuck was like visually what was happening? Like seeing all those people swarm up into a ball, like fucking. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a little more terrifying than just seeing like demon creatures. I don't know why, but like I'm just like as like Trevor, he's used to slaying demons, but is he used to like seeing hundreds of thousands of people into a gigantic ball and start
Right.
just slowly crawling up. I don't know. That just seems eerie.
Isaac was more confident in what he was doing. Saint Germain saw the creature, saw it move, and he's like, "No, I'm out."
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also just like saw all the signs that the monks were carrying on their arms and everything, and he was he was obsessed with this fact that like this creature
The
one
symbol
night
of sulfur, which
meant
is the
like
symbol of hell.
yeah, and so like then like they saw these monks like placing other symbols on houses and stuff.
Knew that shit was some no good sauce.
I was just like, so it's a sign for something.
So what do you even do?
Dude, when
to
he
see
went on
that
his fucking
on your
trip,
house?
when he was just going through that
Yeah.
vortex and like seeing a bunch of crazy ass shit in that library,
Where are you?
I was like, what the fuck's going
I
on?
really want to
Take
know.
my hand.
I really want to know who that was.
Oh, we'll find out.
No, I know we will, but it's just like who?
Is that chaos? Maybe, like that one comment said. Is that the embodiment of chaos?
That was for Doom, and it was Sin. I think.
No, there's someone talking about Dracula's gone, and he's like the physical embodiment of chaos. And now that Dracula's gone,
I don't think they would be in a room full of bookshelves and
Probably
MC
not.
Hammer-esque style room.
I just don't know who. I don't know if that character is.
MC Hammer. I know what you mean, but it's not MC Hammer.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like
MC
the-
Hammer's like a like the
Well, then no, 'cause
can't touch this.
I know his name sounds similar to that.
There's-
Look it up. Go on.
What I was saying is, I guess for that character, I don't know like
Escher. I think it's Escher.
how much they're pulling from lore of this show. Like how many
Right.
of these new characters are they from a game? Like I don't really know squat about Castlevania, but
MC Escher.
Escher.
You said Hammer.
MC Hammer's the can't touch
Escher
this.
Hammer. Yeah, I know who MC Hammer is.
Titanic.
Um,
They're not the same.
I literally
thing.
think the
They're
only
kinda
story
close.
that Castlevania 3 had is like, you're Trevor, you and Cypher and Alucard are going to kill
Belmontes and
Dracula.
Belmont.
Belmontes and Belmont. I love her energy and how optimistic she is.
Dude, she's so freaking OP.
I love her.
Trevor's just like, I just want to go get a drink.
And she turns it into slush.
I mean,
When
there's
she's
no
like,
way
I'd be
beer
like,
is better than such with her.
better than sex? Like, yeah, dude. Trevor, you kind of
She
got that
pronounces
one.
it like super funny. Better than sex. I love her accent, dude.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
With my cold foot up your ass.
Dude, Trevor, like when they go down into underneath the church and Trevor's like going hard with the like
Dude, the fucking Morning Star was fucking on fire.
yeah, like that was just intense. That fight scene was amazing.
Dude, yeah, like when the night creature. First of all, like I even got to backtrack a little bit to when the monks completed their plan.
Oh yeah, and it opens up the
of-
portal.
Yeah, so like the judge is marching his militia up to the church because like they know something's going down
Right.
within this church. And so like
Bro, you should have burnt that shit down day one.
yeah, and so like judge is outside with his army and everything, and then the monks put their plan into motion, and everybody in the village who's in their houses burns to death, and their
Not
souls.
everybody. Whoever got marked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There
every
were some
house.
survivors.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear that part. Well, then most of the people that got marked,
pretty much the judge felt bad because like I told everybody to go home.
yeah,
But when they go down there and they open up
Anyways,
that portal and all the demons just start coming out, you're like, oh fuck, here we go. And I love that build up. Like at the end of that episode when you're you're just flying through hell, and I'm like, we're about to see Dracula. We're about to see Dracula, and he was just there hugging his wife, and I'm like, aw. And they just get that look like, what the fuck do you want? Like I'm in peace.
Vlad fucking Tepes. I don't really understand that motive because, like, Dracula, if he comes back, what's his motivation going to be? To just die again and be with his wife if she doesn't come with him? Or if she does come with him, he's not going to be evil. Or not nearly as evil. He's going to be like, I got my wife. I got my happiness. I'm going to go back to my boy. Say I'm sorry.
Maybe just to put all the other Draculas in all the other vampires in their place.
Maybe.
'Cause
Dude.
they're, trying to do
what
some
if
crazy
what if
shit.
that's what Saint Germain does? He's like, gets on the side with Dracula and he's like, all right, there's about to be a vampire war, blah, blah, blah.
and dude, what if fucking Dracula teams up with Belmontes and Belmont?
All I'm saying, Dracula has to come back by like whatever the last season is or something. He's got to come back and help.
And then it's Belmontes, Belmont and Tepish. He's like, shouldn't it be Tepish, Belmont, Bernades? I like it. Also, how is it pronounced Tepish? Not Tepis?
Did anybody? I kind of thought Isaac was going to be under control of that Mad King or magician. I don't know. I could have seen it ending like his at least his arc in that season.
Yeah,
him getting trapped, and I was like, oh my god. That was cool though when he just like when he killed the wizard dude, and then everybody slowly started falling. And you're just like, man, that sucks for all those innocent people.
I was talking to Caleb about
half of them were probably already dead
when they first disembarked from the ship and they encountered by
that dude was fun too, by the way. The pirate.
Yeah, he was.
Captain.
He was pretty
Yeah.
cool. But
Jamaican.
they disembarked the ship and they were greeted by the guards of the city or whatever, and basically instead of like letting the demons just like devour everything in their path, they just kind of like would kill somebody and throw them to Isaac, and he would just stab them in midair, and they would turn into a fucking demon, and then they would just turn around, run back, and do the same thing. And I was just like, fucking sick.
Except, was it the first time when he went to the... So after he got out of the desert, and then he went to the first town and got the little mirror box from the dude, the
That
blind
was
dude,
fun. Yeah.
and then the guards come up to him, and like, you gotta get out, blah, blah, blah. Was that the time when he was just like, I don't need these bodies, destroy them? 'Cause there was one instance where he was just
I think
like,
so.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. If I saw
Or time to
demons
feed.
standing around me and they were calm, I'd just be like, please leave.
You're trying to leave? Okay.
Like, okay, just please get out of here. Not like, I'm going to kill you if you don't get out. Like, stupid. Guards are stupid.
It's like, just because Dracula's dead doesn't mean like...
Dude, honestly though,
The world
speaking
is
of
in order
guards,
again.
I was really surprised during the flashback scene at Lindenfell?
Lindenburg, Linden something.
Linden something.
I think it's
the
Lindenfield.
town of Linden, whatever.
That's what it is.
Basically, like when they were talking about how the night creature first came and before it like disappeared into the priory, and like those guards were actually doing some work. Like they were actually like holding back and holding their own. I was like, okay, you're not just pieces of shits like little AI characters in a fucking video game. You're actually
Ever since we
putting work in.
got that scene in season 1, we met the speakers and they're like, they're coming, what do we do? And they got everyone to band together and actually fight them. It's nice to see everyone doesn't get their stuff wrecked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also liked when Isaac was in the desert and he called forth that little fly demon and like they had their conversation.
That
he
was
like
interesting.
trying to like reminisce of who he was and what he was
Right.
doing. I was like, that's kind of cool. Like all these demons like slowly can like patch who they used to be in the other
Right.
life. So
Yeah, how your consciousness goes from going to hell and coming back as a demon. It's under control.
Bouncing over to the climactic like arc of Hector. Literally,
Was there a climax? I hope there was.
I hope there was. I hope that because he is now a slave, pretty much.
A pet.
A
He's
pet.
Which is very poetic. The man that had all his pets is now a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Who could have seen that
And-
coming? Am I right?
Like you said, coming.
And like I don't know. My big thing is like, could he just literally cut off his hand? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if there's like a spiritual.
I don't know because I feel like that like when you put it on, it like kind of
yeah, it did like
did,
some
like,
like
the whole
it traveled
thing.
like up like his entire body. So
So maybe if he cuts his hand off, then it's like a disconnection. So it's acting like he took it off. So
I know. I feel like it's still like all around him.
well, that's what I mean. Because if he tries to take it off, he'll feel the pain. So if he just takes the hand off, will it do the same thing of like if he took it off?
No, I feel like even if he tries to cut his hand off, he'll still be like controlled by them, like their slave.
He'll probably die if he cuts his hand off. Is what I'm saying. Like you can't take the ring off, or else he'll die. Basically.
No, I'm saying like even if you do manage a way to take the ring off, you're still gonna be under control.
Or die.
then what's the point of the ring?
Yeah, because you said there will be immense pain if he tries taking it off. Assuming he'll die if he takes it off.
I don't know. They don't fucking explain it. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing on everything in life.
But man, like I said, I would confess my love and loyalty
Bro.
to her.
But like I said, if it's cold, would it be the same thing?
No, why would you give me that image? I don't want to think about that.
But like she is blushing, so assuming there's some blood flow.
I don't know if
there.
that's blushing or if it's just blush.
Her face was redder during that scene.
Just quick, put some powder on.
Maybe it's just the light.
This is my sex powder. The light, they're just torches. But like with all things considered, that's like the best case scenario for Hector in this situation
Yeah,
at the moment.
he's pretty much like an ally now, and he does have like a free will. He's not going to be like in a prison cell anymore, and he gets to do what he wants. So
Maybe he'll get some respect.
maybe
like-
some is can season 4 just come out tomorrow?
He still doesn't care about the human race, so it's like he's a key ally.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Camilla doesn't beat him up again, dude.
Nah, I think she's kind of done. She kind of was
Yeah,
like,
she doesn't do
she took a
anything.
backseat in this entire season.
I like it because like she failed. Her plan sucked.
Yeah.
And now she's got another plan. So let the people who are good at their jobs do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Morgana is like the general, or like the scientist kind of, like the wise one, the wizard type, and then Striga is the general.
Yeah.
Lenore is the sweetheart.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, she also said, like, don't call me, like, a sweetheart because, like, I'll show you how, like, you know, I'm a badass myself.
Right.
I mean, she was the one that kind of, like, basically broke Hector. And then,
Yeah. She's like the manipulator.
Yeah.
And then Camilla is, I don't know, vindictive.
No, she's, like,
Like she did
she-
decent work.
yeah, I mean, she definitely does have the plan.
If anything, she's the manipulator, and Lenore is like the nicer manipulator.
I don't know. Lenore said something. I just forgot what she was. Like, what she, like, described herself as.
Bro, she handed Hector and took his lunch
Oh yeah.
when she tried to like rip her throat out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, did you forget that vampires have like
Right? Why would you try to fight
Abilities?
a vampire?
I guess maybe Dracula never used it because you see Alucard do his shit all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe vampires are like different. Like maybe Dracula couldn't turn into Bass, but like Lenore is the type that can. It's really cool.
Speaking of Alucard, I did love the beginning when he was like mimicking other people, and he's like, "Am I going insane?"
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cute.
I love how long it went on. It wasn't just like little quips. He just kept going, and
Like
then
a
Sypha kept going.
full conversation, pretty much.
Does Alucard need to be at the castle? I feel like he needs to be a part of the team.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
so
I hope,
lonely.
like, I guess if anything, his arc is realizing that humans suck. Even though he just met 2 that were really
Mhm.
nice, he meets 2 more, and he's like, "Oh, more humans," and they turn out to fucking betray him.
Yeah.
And so maybe in the start of season 4, he'll either Trevor will like come back, or he'll get word of what happened and how they opened up a portal, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck? I gotta go." So
I think, if anything, because I've noticed 2 things at the end of this season was that both Trevor and Alucard's characters seem to have like shifted noticeably in the terms of like Alucard was like, I should have like put up signs saying keep out, danger, or whatever, but then it just pans up and you got fucking 2 bodies
was
that's fucking
freaking
impaled
nice.
on sticks, and you're like,
For dead old dad.
oh, and like you could tell in his face too. He was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Done.
I don't know if he's done, but he's definitely darker.
Well, yeah. So done.
Mm-hmm.
like, if anything, it's showing that like he is slowly turning into his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was more of the optimist, and now at the end of the season, he's like, "Well, fuck these guys." And
Yeah.
because how does it happen? Like, pretty much they try to use magic on him, and then they get their throats.
No,
what's the exact thing he says?
They were
Like how it happened.
Yeah, how did, like, because they died, and he said something about his father did something to the castle.
His father had magic weapons.
Yeah, his father didn't like using magic weapons.
And,
That was
but
it.
and they said something about like that doesn't mean that I don't use them.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we never saw him use it this whole season.
Yeah. But like yeah, they basically just turned on him because they were just like you're too nice. What's
Yeah.
up?
That motivation was a little dumb. Can't you just wait? It's not like he's an asshole to you.
Yeah, like, we don't know how long. Did anybody say like how long they were hanging out with him? Because like, if it was a week or something, and like they were like, "Why didn't you tell us like how this castle moved?" It's like, bitch, I just knew you for a week.
He literally
Unless-
said that the castle can't move anymore.
Right, because
Yeah.
the gears are all melted. But unless Alucard is on a different timeline, this whole season was a month. Because Trevor said like the past 2 months been living your life, and this month we're living mine now, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
and
1 to
that's-
2 months at least.
Like that's another thing, because like when Trevor said that, you like you looked into his face and you heard his tone, and you were just like, "Fuck, he's dark."
That whole sequence.
She's
yeah.
just like, "What?" Like Sypha's just like, "What did we do wrong? This could not have gone any worse." And he's like, "Well, we tried living your way, and now we're gonna live my way." And it's just like, okay, Trevor, calm down. She's still your girlfriend, so
Right.
See, I didn't take it that way. I thought it was more so we were living the fun, adventurous life, but now we're living the shitty.
That's
life.
what I perceived it
Yeah.
as too. But
Okay.
I mean, it still came off as just like a really dark form of
'Cause
Trevor.
At first, I did think he was like blaming her for this,
I
when in
did
fact
too.
he was just saying, "This is the dark side."
Like this is what I've been accustomed
Yeah.
to my entire
Yes,
life.
yeah. But back with Alucard, a whole month, and just because he hasn't shown you like his magic stuff yet, that's kind of dumb. 'Cause,
Well,
like,
it's just showing you that they really didn't want a friendship. They just wanted to learn from him
Mhm.
and then kill him. But then they just kind of were impatient, and they were like, "Bitch, we're just gonna kill you now, and take your castle." And that did not look fun at all.
no.
First off, you're just kind of wondering, a threesome. This is and threesome
Brother,
plus
sister,
brother
threesome.
sister.
There
What
was,
are you
there was a
doing,
point,
step
like,
bro?
where somebody like jumped on Alucard's back and like they fell on the ground, and then like the other like sibling fell on the ground with them, and I'm just like, no.
Nah.
Sometimes it was
No.
like hard to like just like which one was which. Was it the
Oh,
brother or
yeah.
sister? Like doing certain scenarios, but I did really like the backstory. Going to like a different country, a different land, and seeing a vampire chick there do some crazy shit.
Yeah, and one that we've seen before. It's cool seeing her.
Yeah.
Did she? I don't remember how she died or if she died.
I don't
She
know.
definitely did.
Yeah,
Because she was like the smoky one.
Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch that scene.
But
Oh, this is backwards. Whoopsie. It's really going to be nice to see Hector and Isaac meet again. Because like
If they
I
meet.
hope. Because that's like half his motivation now.
What is Isaac doing right now? What is his?
I think he's just building an army to go take to. What's the place called? But to Camilla Striga.
mhm.
Braille was where they
Braille
came
is
from.
where like at the
and
other
Dracula
end.
died.
Yeah.
I think Hector's definitely going to be a changed person, but Isaac's going to stay the same as he was at the end of season 2. Pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
throughout his arc, he's going to the character that's
Angrier
not
and
really going to
angrier.
change until like maybe the very end of his journey.
Mm.
And then he's going to come and see Hector and be like, "Oh, wow, I see you moved on from Dracula and from me." And he's going to get even more pissed. And I just want to see everybody back
Jesus.
together. But
I guess she's in the games or something.
oh my goodness.
Can we see some of those?
But I mean, do you guys have any final thoughts on the show?
Show overall, it's really great. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
really happy that they turned this game into a animated series, and I'm really looking forward to see what they got next, because hopefully this season also does really well, and Netflix gives this show even
Mhm.
more of a budget.
Yeah.
There's a
Because the
Styria. Styria.
Yes.
That's where it's at. I was really hoping this season was going to be like the building season and was going to be like the bridge for like the next big arc. Because like season 1 and 2 was the Dracula arc. And I thought season 3 was going to introduce the next big thing. Which is why I was a little let down when I saw Dracula. And I was like, oh, are they going to bring it back? Blah, blah, blah. But now this season, it's not filler, but it's like a nice gap season now.
It's a lot of
It
world
didn't set up
building,
as much.
A
as
lot
I
of
thought it would.
character building.
But yeah, there's more character building than plot building. But the only thing we really got is that mystery man or lady
Mm-hmm.
and hell.
And he said he will definitely see Trevor
Yeah.
again. So whether that be like a vision or in reality, we don't know. But I'm
Yeah.
hyped. I hope it comes out next year. Very optimistic, but
This time next year would be great.
but who knows?
Get
after
on a
all of
consistent
this
timeline.
Fucking Corona bullshit. Anyways.
Thankfully, animating, you could work from home
Yeah. That's
or
true.
have some business meetings for writing. Because thankfully, they're at that point in the show of pre-production. Write at home, animate at home, voice act at home. That's what's nice about animated stuff. So you don't have to be on a set
That's true.
and
But
stuff.
anything else, guys?
How big
Where's
of an
my
area?
fucking season of Love, Death, and Robots, Netflix?
Oh my god.
Sorry,
You're yelling at the wrong
David
people.
Fincher's working on something else.
Fuck him, honestly.
How big of an area were Camilla and them saying? Was it 800-mile
800-mile corridor.
corridor, little human pen?
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun to see them build their forces.
Mm.
And then we're going to get Isaac versus Hector. And hopefully we get the trio back.
Yep. That's what we really need.
I got it.
Belmont is a
Alucard
Belmont.
will take all the books from the Belmont basement, bring them up into the castle. So there's nothing down there anymore. And then he fixes the castle. And so you got all that knowledge in the castle. And then he can go wherever they want. And they got their little HQ now.
I feel like he all said this just so he could emphasize on knowledge.
Yeah.
No.
Well, guys, this has been Andrew.
And Caleb.
Yeah.
Peace.
We love you.